All right.
All right.
Let's do it then, baby.
All right.
Had a baby.
Need to put my straw in this one. Whoop. Perfect.
Unbelievable.
Where you at, theme song?
Hey, where's the theme song at?
All right.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, what is up, everybody? What is up, everybody?
How you doing? How you doing?
Are we drinking these?
I'm trying to figure out how to take a sip with this thing.
Yeah, that looks great.
Hold up. All right.
For the podcast listeners, he has his 40-ounce Cobra in his crotch, and he's drinking through a straw. Let's see how much he could chug.
Oh, that was good.
Cheers.
Salud. Sorry, I drank without you, man. I got excited with the straw action. I feel like, all right, yeah. So for the listeners at home, I'm wearing a bandana over my face.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the new norm these days.
Will not tell me why you're doing it.
Dude, Mike walked into the studio today,
Yep.
saw the bandana instantly. He was made of questions.
First question you're going to ask is, should I go home right now because you're infected with the corona?
Please welcome to the stage, coronavirus. No, I don't have it. I mean, who knows if we have it, honestly.
If it's in doubt, then I'm going home.
No. But like, because there's not a lot of testing available, right?
There is not. I don't know.
I think I'm good.
Man, I'm so over the news with it. It's like constant 24/7. I get updates on my phone all the time about.
Which is why we will not be talking any COVID-19 related shit on this podcast.
Starting right now.
Okay.
So why do you have the bandana on your face?
Well, look, man, I wanted to surprise you a little bit.
Okay.
Because last week on the pod, you said that you were going to grow out the sides of your beard.
Yeah.
So I thought, like, just because I have a little bit of
This is what it looks like.
yeah, and it looks damn good. Let me say,
thank
for all the
you.
listeners,
Thank
it's
you.
filling in pretty nicely.
I feel really wrong for even having it.
But it actually suits you too, though. It doesn't look bad.
I'm a goat man through and through.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I just don't like feeling left out of stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't want to like copy your style entirely.
All right.
I felt like I needed to do my own thing. So for the reveal,
Hey, what a
I got
pervert.
the stash. I'm doing a quarantine stash.
Welcome
man.
to the stage, Luis, the pervert Castillo.
Yeah, oh shit, I just dropped beer on my thing.
On your thing.
For the listeners at home, just dropped beer on my dick. No, I didn't. Just on the laptop. Don't have insurance. That's gonna be bad.
So wait, don't tell that, man. The IRS is listening.
Yeah, no.
I hope the IRS is listening.
Why do they?
Those are our views in our. Where's the IRS?
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I know.
I actually know very little about very many things. Meanwhile, you're walking Jeopardy, dude. No, don't even be humble about that.
I like random tidbits of information.
You'll just pull things.
I could hit
out
you
of
with
nowhere.
one right now.
Let's hear it.
This is one I heard from a
I'll
friend.
be the judge.
So I haven't researched it myself, but I heard the seeds to avocados are used to dye things pink. It's a natural pink dye.
Like to dye clothes? To dye?
I think to dye anything that dyes pink.
All right. Well, I mean, I didn't know that, so there we go, learning something new. I feel like that has to be another thing on this podcast. You teach the world something new.
Yeah, something new.
Yeah.
I might teach them a little something today.
Oh, God dang it.
You're just a bumbling
I'm a
fool.
mess. It's
got
the
that-
mustache,
you
man.
got
The
that-
mustache is throwing everything off
It's
balance.
because it's too much power. There's too much power in that stash.
A little bit. I charged my mother rent today.
Oh,
Just because this mustache.
I see how that worked. Oh, okay.
It's the power thing. It's the power thing.
Yeah. Did she pay?
I made her. The
Oh, you
mustache
made
made
her.
her. Yeah, the mustache is not a good thing mentally.
How do you feel that fits you?
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, like, I was actually, because this outfit isn't necessarily a mistake. It's been laundry day like the past 3 days.
Yeah.
But also, like, we're not going out at all, you know?
Right.
So it's like I've been putting it off, and I'm like, okay, well, what's a slimming thing that I own? A jersey. Open jersey. Over a shirt. It's a little bit slimming.
Oh, you're going for the slimming look.
Oh,
You
for this-
accomplished that last podcast.
I mean, with a little bit of camera effects, yes.
Yeah.
But there's still some junk to hide.
You got that skinny mirror in your bedroom there.
Man, so I put this outfit on, I put the hat on, but then I shaved the beard and I had the mustache. So I was like, dude, I look like I'm ready to start a fight at a Dodger game.
Or a gay porno. I don't know which one it is.
Just really into sports.
I just haven't got down to the jersey yet. I'm just talking neck up.
Neck up. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just looking at my own reflection right now, my own coverage. It's not good. It's not good. I walked into my house. Everyone saw it. It was welcomed with
a round of applause.
I mean,
and a salute.
And a salute in my head. Yes.
A salute of middle fingers.
Yeah, no, people aren't a fan. I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but you know what? Like I said,
nah, you got to embrace it, man.
Exactly. And like the side beard isn't you necessarily either.
No, I actually really don't like it.
Look, man, I can't wait for the quarantine to be lifted so I can shave this.
Are you doing that all quarantine?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no, this isn't just like.
I thought this was just like for this week.
No, it's going to get grosser and pedophilia each week for sure.
Are you going to be trimming it? If it starts going over the lip.
TB determined.
TB determined.
Yeah. I'm not sure yet.
It's my favorite author. E.B. White, J.B. Williams.
L.O.
Cool J.
Lickenschmeyer.
Oh. I thought you said L.O. Cool J.
Hold on. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. No, the trimming. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. I'm going to play it by ear, but this is it for now.
I was half thinking, because we talked about it last podcast, that you were going to be rocking the Joe Exotic.
Oh, the
handlebars.
I should have done that.
Nah,
I should have done it. Nah,
that's his thing.
I'm kind of all right with this, but like, see, I was wearing the bandana, and you thought I had corona, which is probably the worst thing you could imagine right now.
I was ready to walk out.
But now I have something even worse than corona, a pedophile mustache.
A pedophile mustache.
And I don't know why you haven't walked out yet.
I'm not a little child.
You feel safe?
I'm in the clear, yeah.
If you were underage, beware. Have we introduced ourselves?
He's joking, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. On the record.
Introduce ourselves.
I know this mustache has changed me, but no, let's introduce ourselves because I don't think we've done it, have we?
You do it first. I do it first every week.
Look, I'm Luis Cobra Castillo.
Hey, he's Cobra today.
See the Cobra.
I was actually one of your original nicknames.
Yeah. My favorite.
Yeah, your favorite.
Which is why I'm calling myself Cobra, hoping that you kind of follow suit. We forget Hollywood.
If you want me to drop the Hollywood thing, I'll do it. I'll do it for you, and I'll do it
whatever you want.
One time. So you're Luis Cobra Castillo, right?
And we got Michael.
Michael halftime Rubio.
Yep.
It's your boy in the house.
This is the second week in a row that we introduce ourselves very late.
Very late in the podcast. But we got to draw the listeners in.
There's no rules on this podcast.
No.
We got the facial hair going.
Yeah.
No rules against that, so screw it.
You're not down to wing it week after week?
You're not down to not know how to run a podcast and kind of just aim for the stars blindfolded every week.
Blindfolded with that Stars and Stripes bandana. Old Glory.
Old Glory. Fun facts. I guess we do that. You said you had a good one today?
I don't know if it's a good one, but I have one.
What is it?
It's a slightly embarrassing one.
Okay.
I don't know if I've told you this before. I know the viewers at home probably don't know it. Mm-hmm. And our listeners on the road. Shout out to the listeners on the road. My fun fact for this week is Christy Alley was my first crush.
Okay.
But
what year?
Yeah. Look who's talking, Christy Alley.
The best. Okay, you know what? I was ready to just rip you to shreds.
I was like a little 5-year-old boy. Mm-hmm. Look who's talking was on, right? And I was just like, she's the one.
Yeah.
I bet on the wrong horse.
She's very controversial these days, I hear.
I don't know anything about her.
I don't follow too into it. But
once I surpassed the age of 5 and the time kind of took its course, I then sought new, I guess, celebrity crushes.
Did you have a follow-up crush? Like, I'm only imagining if Chrissy Alley is your first, what could possibly follow that?
Yeah.
And is it better or worse?
Yeah, I'm going to need some time to think about that, but nothing comes to mind right off the top of the bat.
No.
Off the top of the bat?
Off the top of the bat.
I don't know where you're going. I don't even know if that's a saying.
I mean, I'll allow it. I feel like I feel like first crushes. I mean, mine's a little bit weird. I don't know. Maybe it is. There's probably some law against it. Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Ooh.
Shoot, dude, that was something about that fin. No, I'm not even joking.
I think we could all say we're not surprised based on the mustache. Now things are coming a little bit clearer.
That's the least of your worries.
Things are coming into a little more focus.
Yeah,
and now I am getting nervous.
I'm blaming this mustache on
Ariel?
I was saying on your facial hair ideas. I don't know. Your goals
about just growing it out for the Rona season.
Yeah, but no, this has everything to do with Ariel, the Little Mermaid.
Why don't you hit us with your fun fact?
My fun fact this week: I can't swim.
You can't swim.
I don't know
that.
How to swim.
I did know that about you. I did know that about you, and it's shocking as to why you still don't know how to swim.
I think at this point you're never gonna know. You know, and like I don't think one grown man can learn from like another grown human being in general. Like I don't want anyone holding my body, gliding me through the pool, telling me to dog. I don't want it.
So no plans on learning how to swim.
I mean, like I actually do want to because I would love to learn how to surf, but you know, I think a good probably step one of surfing how to swim.
How about I got a you're not down for you, if you're willing to accept it.
You know, I'm the downest guy, and if you say you're not down to learn how to swim, I'm gonna have to.
No, I'm gonna say you're not down to let me teach you how to swim.
Oh, best case scenario.
Yeah, we record the whole thing. We throw it up on the social media websites. Let the fans see what that looks like.
Do the fans want to see that?
Bonus content is they get to see me shirtless.
Is bonus
for me?
Okay, yeah,
this is bonus for me.
Yeah. Is that something you guys want to see?
Yeah.
Halftime teaching Cobra how to swim.
Comment down below.
Hit subscribe.
Hit subscribe. Hit the bell. Ding-a-ling-a-lingy.
Yeah, the thing about not knowing how to swim, I mean, like, there's actually kind of a funny story of why I don't know.
Let's hear it. And then I got one for you.
Okay. I have, for those of you who don't know me, I have 5 siblings. There's 6 of us total. And me and my brothers are pretty close in age. We're like 1 year after the other.
$5 if you could name them all. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Shit. I just lost $5. So we were very close in age. My mom enrolled us in swimming classes at the same time. I was probably, let's say I was like 9 years old, 8 years old. Who knows? Sure. So we all go, and we probably did 2 days at the swim camp, whatever. And, you know, I remember learning the doggy paddle. I remember kind of just free falling into some girl's arms in the pool, you know?
That sounds like a good thing.
I mean, for 8-year-old Luis.
Yeah.
Even for 26-year-old Luis, free falling into a girl's arms.
At least we're onto a real girl, you know?
Yeah.
Well, did you jump into her arms because you fantasized a little bit about the Little Mermaid?
Oh, God, the truth comes out. So we did maybe 2 full classes, and maybe on the 3rd day, the guy that was an instructor, and, you know, he rallied everyone up, and he was like, all right, ladies, let's get to the pool.
Oh, he hit you with that?
Like that. And, like, that's just a common saying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
But you're a kid at this point.
I'm a kid, and I don't think we're, like, the snotty, like, sensitive type, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But we heard that, and we're like, this guy's calling us ladies. Like, screw you, dude.
Get out of there.
Yeah, so we told my mom. We called her. I don't know if she came to pick us up or she was nearby, but we told her, and my mom complained to the manager.
Good.
Said that this guy's disrespecting us and calling us ladies.
Absolutely.
She took us right out of that school, and we never went back.
And you're all the better for it.
Better? Maybe. Probably not. But I don't know how to swim.
Maybe a better person, worse swimmer.
Yeah. I mean, for sure.
Can I tell you how I learned how to swim?
Yeah.
How old are you when you're entering 8th grade?
What, like
11 or 12 or something like that?
Wait, 8th grade?
Yeah. How old are you at that age?
You're like 13, no?
Oh, 13.
14, 13.
It gets worse the higher you go. Because in the summer entering 8th grade, my mom signed me and my brothers up for swim lessons at Venice High.
Gotcha.
So I don't know how to swim. I'm actually kind of a little terrified of the water at this point. I don't let anyone know it, though, because I ain't no punk.
Uh-huh.
Right?
You and I are very different. All it takes is call me a lady. I'm the biggest punk ever.
So she signs me up for these classes, and they started me off in the very first class, the beginner class. Mm-hmm. So I'm about 13 already. I already got a peach fuzz mustache, a little bit thinner than the one you're rocking today.
I would hope thinner.
And I'm in a class full of like 5-year-olds.
Okay.
And it's
you
like,
being...
I'm 13 years old. You know,
yeah.
I'm gonna be an 8th grader. You know, that's a big deal. And it's literally face down in the water, try to hold your breath while someone supports your body.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
you know, and it's super embarrassing. Well, anyways, I progressed quickly, right? Because I could do that. I'm not 5 years old. And I actually got to the point where through the series of lessons, I had to dive off of the high board into the water.
What class was that?
That's like upper level, certified swimmer.
I got called a lady before that.
Yeah, you never made it that
I never
far.
did any dive board work.
So, but at the same time, I'm not comfortable swimming. Mm-hmm. This is one summer. I might be 3-4 weeks in.
Yeah.
So I just remember putting my hands over my head in the triangle formation and leaning forward into the water and just belly flopping my way to a passing grade.
Wait, you passed?
Yeah, I passed.
With the belly flop.
That was fine. It was a chest flop. I did have a little bit of forward rotation. So I was able to, I think my hands did hit the water before my chest and belly.
Because you came down with your hands in front of you.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to swim. Oh, the most embarrassing part, though, is there was a girl in my 8th grade class who was she was at the higher levels of swimming.
At the same classes, but
right. Yeah. So I eventually caught up to her, but it was super embarrassing seeing her week after week or day after day, and me being
seeing you
in the little kiddie class, with the little foam kickboard, and I don't know, snorkel. I don't know. Yeah. The instructor grabbing me by my thighs and chest, holding me above water.
Now you're just giving me like a glimpse at what swimming lessons with you is going to be. Are you grabbing my thighs?
It's going to be that. Arms outstretched while you lie prone on top of them. And I just glide you over the water while you kick your feet.
Let me clarify something. I do know how to float. And I thought I knew how to like swim,
Yeah.
We're like, because we went going back to Stagecoach last year. At the house we rented, there was a pool and whatever. Everyone was doing their thing, and I was always like on the not deep end. And then you guys just challenged me because I think that's when I kind of came clean. Maybe you already knew, but yeah, I told everyone else like, I just don't know how to swim. And so like, no, you got to show us what you got. And I said like, dude, I could swim across the pool and back, but if I stop,
you die.
That's it. Game over. In a 6-foot pool, I'm done. And excuse me. So I tried, and I did it. Like in my mind, I'm swimming across. I'm doing great. I make it to the end of the pool, and I come back, and then my head comes above water because I kind of heard some like muffled laughing. And I come up, sure enough, you guys are dying. They're like, "What was that? Like you made like a mess. You're splashing everywhere."
A flailing carp.
But like, did I get to the other side?
You did, yeah, you did, but you didn't do it gracefully.
Point is, I know how to do that much, but throw me in an ocean and that's it. Like if we've gone on a boat trip before.
Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, we have.
I'm wearing a life vest from the moment we undock.
Yeah.
There's no like one bump, and I'm like, if I were to fly out, that's it.
That's a little scary though. I gotta say, I'm a little creeped out by big bodies of water. Big bodies in general. That's why the Chrissy Alley thing dropped. But big bodies of water especially. Because you just never know what's underneath you, Yeah.
I mean...
There could be organisms down there. But Atlantis. Jaws.
Atlantis sounds kind of dope.
A kraken.
I mean, seaweed is what does it for me. Seaweed alone... Just shoot me, Captain. That's it. I hate seaweed, just the way it feels. That's...
I imagine it has a good, like, texture, though.
Nope.
If it tasted better...
Nope.
Like, fresh out of the water seaweed, if it had the flavor of bacon, I'd be all over it.
Okay, well, now we're talking about something different.
Yeah, because it kind of has that jelly consistency.
I wouldn't mind a little bit of bacon rubbing up against my leg. especially if I'm about to die, if that's the last thing I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You know what? Things could be worse.
A little bit of panic and a little bit of bacon. That's the way to go.
I guess I'm going to have to do a lesson with you, man.
Let me hit you with one more swimming story that I have.
Damn, you got a lot of swim stories.
Just one more. It's a quick one. So prior to the swim lessons, my brother was at a baseball tournament. My older brother, Manny. Shout out to Manny. And him and all the players were all in the deep end swimming or whatever. And we were at a hotel. It was a Ramada Inn in Utah. And I'm in the shallow end. And I'm just trying to get close enough to where I feel comfortable, but not deep enough where I drown because I don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
And then another kid comes in the pool, maybe my size, if not smaller in age or whatever. And he says, "Hey, do you want to race?" And like I said earlier, I ain't no punk.
No, he's not. No, he ain't.
So I say, "Hell yeah, let's race." Mm-hmm. So we each grab each side of the wall, right? And he's like, "So we're gonna race to the wall and back."
Yeah.
So he says go, and right away he takes off swimming, and I take off right after him. I'm splashing the water with my hands, and I'm going along, and I'm beating him in this race. I hit the wall, I come back, still splashing my hands and everything. What this poor kid didn't know is that my feet were touching the bottom of the pool the entire time. I was walking.
You were walking?
I was walking in the pool, but
while
doing the whole
your
arm motions as if I was swimming in case he looked up.
Hold on.
And I beat that kid. I beat that kid in a race.
I mean, yeah, you're a cheater, but this guy's also just a terrible swimmer. Because, like, water holds you back when you're walking. That's the slowest walking.
I had that long stride going. I'm an expert water walker.
That's not a thing.
Prior to swimming. That's the only thing I was accustomed to.
But you still beat the kid.
Yeah, I beat him. Whooped him easily.
It's for sure embarrassing for him.
He's younger than me. Like, I can't let him beat me, you know? I ain't no punk.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I got to look right into the camera and say, punk.
Punk. Nope, can't do it. No, I'm kind of excited for swimming lessons now. Because now I do want to do that, but... And I think you do have to teach me the walk and
swim. The walk and swim.
That's got to be a lesson at some point.
I mean, I don't know if you call it a walk and swim if you're not swimming. The walk and stroke. I like the sound of that.
I don't. That's quite disgusting, actually.
I'm also a master of the walk and stroke. That one I won't teach you.
I feel like I've passed by that category before.
Yeah. It's like you got somewhere to go, but you got something to do.
Why am I still thinking about Ariel? I never finished about Ariel.
No, let's hear it. I thought you were finished.
Just a quick story. Quick story. Why I remember that I liked Ariel.
Okay.
Both of my parents worked when I was younger, and so there was a nanny that we had staying with us who would like clean. She would cook for us. She would just take care of us. And I'm the third of the kids in my family. So the two older ones would go to school. I would stay behind. And so one day I was watching The Little Mermaid, and everyone's at school. No one's around me. Tere, my housekeeper, my babysitter, I don't know what you want to call her. She's like cooking in the kitchen. And here I am watching Ariel, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Okay.
And there's a scene, I mean, like she's just kind of swimming around. That's the majority of the movie.
Yeah. Prime Ariel.
There was something about Prime Ariel.
Yeah, peak Ariel was swimming with such grace.
Is that peak Ariel or is legs peak Ariel?
You tell me.
But then she also didn't talk with legs. I don't know. That's kind of a tough question.
That sounds kind of better, doesn't it?
But yeah, so
I've never seen The Little Mermaid.
Oh, you better be joking.
No, I swear.
I'm going to break this bottle over your head. Really?
I've never seen The Little Mermaid. When you said the didn't talk part, I didn't really get it. But now I think I kind of do.
Look, man. We're going to pause this podcast. I mean, we're actually going to keep it recording. We're going to just quickly go watch The Little Mermaid. By quickly, I mean an hour and 27 minutes runtime.
No way.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, whoa. I thought this obsession got way too far.
This is going to be a 3-hour long podcast.
Yeah.
No, it's good, man.
Is it copyright infringement if I just turn my laptop around and we just stream it on this computer?
I mean...
And the audience watches it with us?
Depends how many people are watching, I guess.
Yeah. The IRS for sure.
Now they are.
Yeah.
But no, there's this scene that she's kind of like swimming around and like she's singing, and I don't know what it was about just young Louise. It's probably like 5-year-old Louise, and I remember this perfectly. There was something about her swimming around and showing that belly button, man.
That's what it is.
It was the belly button, and
It's so sensual. The belly button.
There was something. I mean, because like you're so innocent as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
All you need is that section right there.
It's enough.
Oh boy.
It's enough for a walking stroke.
I like, as I was telling this story, I saw my camera with my mustache. It makes this so much weirder. It's already a weird conversation.
I'm sitting across from you. I'm very aware of how weird it is.
But yeah, no, so I look around. So Theta is in the kitchen. No one else is home. And I'm watching TV and I just look around. I look to my left, look to my right. I kiss the TV screen. Not on the lips, on the belly button. Straight on the belly button, man.
That's a moneymaker. That's an ace move.
I felt like the naughtiest of boys.
You know, for sure. That's that's as naughty as it gets.
She was so beautiful, that man.
How about now?
I mean, don't make me say it on the air.
You don't have to answer that. As your lawyer, I forbid you from answering that question.
And also, as your lawyer, please shave your mustache. It's only going to hurt you.
Delete this podcast entirely.
I can't believe you haven't seen it, though, man.
No, never.
Because I like Disney.
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I might butt heads with a lot of people. I don't know.
You got a hot Disney take?
I mean,
is this where we're going?
I don't think it's that hot, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm all for Disney, and I do like going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
But once every 2 years.
Once every 2 years
minimum.
Is the maximum.
There's something, and like I said, because I have friends that have a Disney pass. They go all the time. It's their favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
There's something a little bit weird about people that like Disneyland that much, being adults.
You know what? I'm fine if you like. You know what? If you like it, that's great.
Sure.
I love Disneyland. I love it. It takes you to another world filled with magic, and it's just awesome all
around. You know what?
I
totally agree with that, because like just something about being there, like I feel a little bit of nostalgia.
Yeah. It feels like you grew up there.
God, why am I talking shit about Disneyland? I think I love it.
Yeah.
I think I just can't afford it. That's why I'm hated.
That's what it is.
No, because every time I'm there, I do kind of feel like a kid again. Again, imagining myself with a mustache right now saying that.
You know what? The way I feel about Disneyland is the way I feel about meatloaf. And it's that I love it
Please proceed.
I love it so much because every time I have it, I enjoy it and it's special. I also have a rule with meatloaf. Mm-hmm. That's meatloaf twice a year.
I don't have a lot of rules on meatloaf, but that's an interesting one.
Yeah, I eat it twice a year because I love it so much and I don't want it to lose its specialness.
Do you have it scheduled?
No, I like eating it in cold weather.
Okay.
But I also like it a few months apart.
Okay.
So one cold weather meatloaf, one hot weather meatloaf. We're done talking about meatloaf right now. Disneyland is the same thing. Okay. It's special. You go once every 2 years, and it's special. You can't be going every day, or I'm just going to stop by to ride a ride or eat a turkey leg. You don't want to do that.
And I never really looked at it that way. I mean, because that kind of makes more sense. You know, you don't want to ruin like the specialness about it. You know,
right?
But I don't know. I just get weird vibes from people that are at Disney like every weekend.
Yeah. The freaky ones are the adults.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The single man, 45 years old, 45 to like, let's say 65.
And I feel like
because any older than that is adorable.
A little bit.
They're always balding a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah, they're always balding, have a weird perverted mustache, and they just shouldn't be there.
Full head of hair, people.
Oh, okay, all right.
So you're good. It off, my hair just falls off.
You check one box. The worst one.
Yeah, no, I need to stop. You know what? I don't hate it. If you like going to Disneyland, you know what? Do it.
Dude, there's rabid Disneyland lovers, and they're going to tear you apart for this.
You know what? Do it. Any publicity, that's not the saying.
Yeah. Any publicity,
is good publicity.
Good
publicity. Publicity.
That's not a good word. Too many publicities in there.
Yeah, I don't know how many Disney followers we have.
Everyone's a closet Disney lover. Or you're outright hater. It's what it's a polarizing topic.
I mean, I kind of, now that we just talked about it, I kind of want to go now. Damn you, they're closed. Something else I noticed, just talking about how many Disney listeners we have, I'm realizing how many not down listeners we have.
Oh, is our audience not down?
We put up a challenge that said you're not down to take a shot with us.
Yeah.
We got a few responses.
Nice.
Not as many as I thought.
Maybe our audience just isn't down. Maybe it's us.
Maybe we're alcoholics. That could be a very, very good possibility.
Yeah.
And no one wants to stoop down to our level. They're doing better things with their.
Or we didn't shoot an idea out there. You're not down to become an alcoholic. This is you're not down to take a shot.
I did write that in fine print. That's my bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now it makes sense.
That explains it.
No, I mean, it's not that I expected everyone to do it, but I don't know. I was a little bit disappointed in our fans. I still love you.
I think we got to give the fans a chance to know us better, a chance to know what You're Not Down is all about, and to decide for themselves if they're down to be a fan. See, we have an open door policy.
Yeah.
We welcome everybody. And we let them decide if they're
except
down
the Disney fan, except the hardcore Disney fans.
Yeah,
get the. Why was I coming in so hot?
Yeah, that was harsh.
I stopped myself. I'm being better about this. My mom told me to be less angry on this podcast. So, shout out to Anna. I love you.
Speaking about us, our audience getting to know us better. A story that I thought of on one of the reasons we became friends that I thought we should touch on to keep the fans understanding why we're even here.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell them the Flip Cup story.
Flip Cup. Hold up. Am I? Oh, I was going to say, am I a terrible friend for not knowing our Flip Cup story?
We played Flip Cup many a times.
Many a times.
Yeah. But one time in particular is when there was a table full of Flip Cup going, and we were the anchors.
As tables usually are for Flip Cup.
Ask me, and we weren't even really good friends at this point. Maybe not even friends.
No, we knew who we were.
Yeah.
That was about it.
But I bought a bottle of some crappy wine, and seeing you as the anchor and reading on your face that you're down, foo. I looked at you and I said, "You're not down." I mean, I don't know if I phrased it that way. I wish I did. For the point of the story, I did.
For the podcast?
Yeah, for the podcast.
It was that very moment.
I looked at you and I said, "You're not down to play Flip Cup. We each drink half this bottle of wine."
Yeah.
And we did it. And that was one story that, especially early on in getting to know you, that I was like, this dude is cool.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, if you don't know the game Flip Cup, it's a line of cups. It's almost like a relay race. It's a little bit of beer. It's probably like a solid gulp of beer that you're doing,
2 ounces at most.
Yeah, and so the anchor, the people at the very end, they're the ones that kind of determine the win. Me and Mike straight up split the bottle of wine.
The thing is, it got down to us.
Yeah. It got to us at the very same time, and so it was like the most equal matchup, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, you couldn't like plan that. So it got to us. Everyone has like 2 ounces of beer. We had a full to the top cup of red wine, and I do not condone underage drinking, but I must have been like 19 at the time, 20 at the time.
Ooh.
My lawyer, please get me out of this one. But no,
age is just a number, and time is a human construct.
See, that sounds okay, but watch me with the mustache say that. Age is nothing but a number.
That perverted smile.
Bano, so I wasn't that great at chugging, let alone wine, because who drinks wine at age 19?
I don't even know why I took it.
But yeah, so Mike kind of grazed over this detail, but this guy, I've never seen a cleaner chug in my life. That thing was just going straight down.
I just opened the gullet. And let the wine pour in.
It was kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
And then cut to me, wine is spilling from both sides of my mouth, just onto my shirt. That was my favorite shirt. I remember exactly what shirt I was wearing. I ruined it that night because wine is
No. That event has done more for you than that shirt has. You owe everything to that shirt.
Our friendship?
It sacrificed itself for your well-being.
And that day, this podcast was created.
Yep.
It took us 7 years of
planning. Yeah.
7 years of planning to make this.
A lot of ruined shirts.
But But no, man, that was one of the first times that we like kind of became friends.
Yeah.
Look at us now, dude.
Look at us now. Both with disgusting facial hair.
I don't even like you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm legally obligated to keep this podcast going.
I mean, you should have read the contract. You also owe me your soul.
Is that what that was?
You didn't. Yeah, you didn't read the contract.
Oh boy, what have you been up to though, man?
I watched Cirque du Soleil this week,
Like on TV?
like on YouTube.
First of all, that's a thing?
It was this week. Ask me why I get some kind of spam email from Cirque du Soleil saying that they're going to have a virtual event on YouTube.
Dude, I
set a reminder for it.
I feel like, yeah, you didn't know this about me, but I love Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I love circuses in general, but
if you ever get an email like that again, please let me know.
dude, I thought about sending it to you.
I've seen maybe like 7 or 8 Cirque du Soleils live.
Oh, I've seen one.
Dude, you need to change that.
I saw the Michael Jackson one.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that one. I hear it's dope.
That one's fantastic.
There's something about it, man.
Yeah, the Cirque du Soleil thing, it was pretty cool. It was like a all girl rock band.
Okay.
Kind of gothy, vampire-y even. Reminded me of the vampires a little bit.
Call back to the vampires.
Yeah, it kind of brought me back to places I don't know if I wanted to revisit. But yeah, they were kind of just strumming along, and they had like clips of different Cirque du Soleil programs or something. I honestly didn't stay on very long. But I was watching it, trying to figure out the plot of what the acrobats were doing.
Okay.
And I think I could summarize what I was watching. I took it as man. So these were a group of men, human beings, who encountered an all-female fire fairy cave.
Okay.
And were acrobating their way into the cave. That's the plot from what I took, because I'm just watching these women dressed up in fiery fairy costumes and a bunch of men in some leather vests.
Yeah.
Also do some acrobats, but acrobatics, yeah, something like that, to try to impress them, and that's the plot that I took from it.
Sounds like my every Thursday night. Just wearing a leather vest and trying to impress people.
Yeah, fire fairies.
Yeah. It's a weird spot down here in Englewood.
So as I'm watching this, and I realized, like, wow, this is a sad world we're living in, where I'm watching Cirque du Soleil on the old interweb.
No, it's not. I'll be the first to defend you.
It's on YouTube. It's a YouTube live thing, so I could actively see how many people are watching. Why don't you take a guess in the number of people who are watching this with me?
Ooh. I mean, I really hope it's a big number, because I think those shows deserve all the respect.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say, I'm really hoping 2 million.
Oh, no, you overshot it.
Really?
I was impressed with 250,000 people logged on to YouTube watching this with me.
That's not a terrible number. I would hope it was bigger, but...
Yeah, this was probably like 10 minutes in.
Okay.
So maybe, once everyone's browser's loaded up, maybe it got to the 2 million point. I also thought about these Cirque du Soleil people. Mm-hmm. And you know how, like, if you're a comedian, if you're a chef, if you're working TV, when you tell people what you do, they want to know more. Or like if you're a comedian, tell us a joke. Or you're a chef, what do you make?
Make us laugh, clown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I thought, I wonder if these people deal with the same thing. When they go to a party where people don't know them, they're like, hey, what do you do? Well, I actually work for Cirque du Soleil. I'm a rope swinger.
Yeah.
Or back flipper. For the person to say, well, can you do something for us? I just thought that would be like a funny scenario where you kind of make the Cirque du Soleil person perform to prove that they are actually that. Mm-hmm. And they are actually capable.
And I also feel like if someone tells you they're a Cirque du Soleil performer, for you to just doubt them and not believe them, you're the problem.
But you got to prove it.
You're the asshole. But also, do a backflip for me, clown.
Do a backflip.
Yeah.
You dancing monkey, you court jester.
Would you do it if you were in their shoes?
Cirque du Soleil?
Let's say you were Cirque du Soleil acrobat.
Yeah.
Doing your flippies and your floppies, whatever. And you're having this conversation every new person you meet. oh yeah, I work on Cirque du
Right.
Soleil. We got some fire fairies. We got leather vests. It's great.
Leather vest men
Yeah.
trying to impress us.
Oh, could you do a backflip for us?
See, I would have never let it get there. When I walk into the party, I don't walk into the party.
Oh God,
I'm backflipping, somersaulting, cartwheeling, triple McTwisters
every party
to that party. Yeah, for sure. Showstopper
to the bathroom.
Yeah,
if you need
I'm
to
sorry,
take a bathroom
bride. I'm sorry, bride, for taking over your spotlight. But check this out. And then I tell people, Cirque du Soleil's in the house.
250,000 people live.
You
could be one of them. I actually did a cartwheel today. I was surprised.
Why? What?
This quarantine's got me all doing all sorts of shit. Now it was this weird. My friend posted this challenge of like everyone dance to ABBA. You know?
Oh, okay.
Dress up in something weird.
Yeah.
Dance to ABBA.
Sure.
And I mean, if you can imagine, there's not a lot of things that you can occupy your time with these days. I just had to do it. I dressed up as a Teletubby for the video. And yeah, we were just supposed to dance. Something just took me over, man. I went straight cartwheel with it. I cartwheeled. I did the Running Man, did another cartwheel out of frame. Everything hurts. My body
never cartwheeled in my life.
We're doing it live on the podcast right now.
I can't do it, dude. I don't have the strength for it.
You were just saying if you were the Cirque du Soleil guy.
That's a big if.
Yeah. You've never tried a cartwheel, though?
I think I've tried them. I stopped trying many years ago.
I think you got to try it once.
I'm just not very balanced as far as my center of gravity.
I mean, I don't want to say I could tell that just by looking at you.
Right. But the camera could tell that.
It's a wide lens, man.
It's a wide lens.
Yeah.
Camera adds 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I went for it, man. I've been doing no physical activity these days.
Yeah, me either. Other than housework. I've been doing housework to keep myself occupied.
But like that's better than nothing, man. I did 20 push-ups today, which is the first set of push-ups I've done
in one go.
Oh,
nice.
Is that impressive?
I mean, were you locking out the arms?
For sure.
Or are you humping the ground?
I mean, a little bit of both. You
were using the hump to get you a little bit of a bounce back? Dude, a little assisted?
My strategy, my whole style, don't worry about that. If I give a little extra thrust when I'm at the bottom, mind your own business.
That's more of a workout. We're involving the core now.
Yeah. I need to do it, man. My excuse is always like, oh, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm tired. Now the gym's closed. We can't even do that.
Yeah.
And it's so easy. It's so easy to just do absolutely nothing at your house. I've been doing a lot of TV.
Just watching the days go by.
I still haven't finished Tiger King. Sorry, Roxy. But dude, today because my little sister, shout out to Ariana. It's funny. She lives out in college, and she just going over there. She's studying like nursing.
Nice.
And she just became the healthiest person ever, where she's talking about like, no, you have to eat this amount of protein, yada yada. You guys got to stay active. And she posts Snapchats all the time. She's like doing workouts at home. She gets here. She's spending quarantine with us. She's legitimately depressed. She was like, I've gained so much weight since I've been
here.
She
just reverted back to the old ways.
She became a Castillo again.
Yeah.
Us Castillos love our McDonald's. We love our Netflix binges. And we love our not doing push-ups with an extra thrust at the end.
Dude, I love McDonald's.
I had it earlier today. I still taste it.
I'm thinking of that iced coffee. They have the best iced coffee.
Yeah. The regular iced coffee.
Regular iced coffee. Regular flavor. Don't let them fool you into getting some flavor.
Hold up. Are we talking about our favorite drink ever that doesn't exist anymore? From McDonald's?
Wow.
Guys, this is...
we're going to bring it up, get everyone excited, and then disappointed.
Yeah. And this, I think, kind of just goes to show how our friendship was just written in the stars.
Yeah.
How, like, when you were born and I was born 4 years later,
yeah,
something changed in you as a little boy. You just knew.
That day.
The
day you were born, something changed inside of me.
That day that I was born, and since you're such a good friend, what day was that?
That was... I know your birthday, dude.
Yeah. Why don't you tell them? I'm just going to...
16th.
Of what?
May 16th, 1993.
Oh, shit.
Give me that.
Burr, burr, burr.
I thought the 16 was what I was questioning.
Dude, you got it.
Because literally everyone I know, their birthday's in May. I had to cross off names in my head.
All the important people's birthdays are in May.
Yeah.
Except our friend Jet, who's April 30th.
The Jet did not make it. He's an April baby. Yeah. Even though he tries so hard to say, I was supposed to be delivered on such and such day.
Poor guy.
He's an April baby.
Yeah, you and me and the meat all share May birthday, or not share. We have May birthdays. We always combine our celebrations.
Yeah.
And even though the Jet is one day off, he can't be a part of it.
He's just not part of it.
It's not going to happen.
He's like 31 days away from me, so
yeah, no, that point.
Yeah, we're far.
But yeah, May 16th, 1993, I was born. Something changed in your life. There was going to be a connection somewhere. We're going to be chugging wine. But yeah, no, it's funny because McDonald's, let me tell you a little time. The year was 2015. Barack Obama was president. Was he? Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go with yeah. I'm going to say no just in case we got to cut that part and I say no. No.
Perfect. We got it.
All right.
Good year. And McDonald's had unleashed. God, I'm such a fat boy, man. I'm realizing. McDonald's had just released a chocolate-covered strawberry frappuccino on their menu.
Burr, 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 burr.
Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr.
Burr.
And I didn't even know that was a thing. I get to the drive-thru, I see it's being advertised. I was like, you know what? Let me try it. I get my food, stick my straw in there. I was back on my way to my apartment in Northridge when I was living there at the time. And I take a sip. I took one sip. That's all it took. I knew I was going back to McDonald's that same day to get another one. I get home. I eat my food. I watch my American Horror Story. Do not judge me. It's a good show.
Which one?
That one at the time, I was watching Asylum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I heard the second one's really good.
That's Asylum.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good.
pretty
They've fallen
good.
off. But yeah, I finished my food. I finished my American Horror Story episode. I go back to McDonald's, get another one. It was just that good. Let me tell you. It was a mocha frappuccino. You sprinkle a little bit of chocolate chips in there with some strawberry syrup. You blend that thing. Put some whipped cream on top. God, I have a raging boner right now just talking about this.
Yeah, me too. Just hearing about it.
And then strawberry drizzle on the whipped cream, whatever.
Yeah.
So whatever. I have this, and I have like 7.
Yeah.
Not in the same day,
ridiculous.
but it was probably there for like a month tops.
I mean, we've talked about it. I had that same experience.
Exactly.
I had the chocolate-covered strawberry.
And this is a conversation we never had.
Right. This was like years later we found out. We were just talking about our favorite drinks ever.
Yeah.
And I also have had that milkshake. It was milkshake? What was it?
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino. I also had it twice in one day. I knew when I had it the first time, I was dropping the meat off at her house. And there was a McDonald's in a few, half a mile away. And I knew without a doubt that I was going to hit up that McDonald's and have it again. And I did, because it was just that good.
It was that good. And yeah, all these years later, I bring it up, and we have the same story. That's why we're best friends. That's why we have the You're Not Down podcast.
That's how best friends do.
That's how best friends do.
That's how they do it. Just clear, cut, concise. That's what best friends do.
That's it, man. I'm just thinking about that shake now. And you know what? Because I told you I went to McDonald's earlier, I asked the guy, can I customize my frappe order? And he said, we don't really do it, but what do you want?
Yeah, hit me with it.
I said, hit me with a mocha frap.
Sounds like a guy who likes a challenge.
Yeah. Mocha frap. Add some chocolate chips in there. He said, we don't have that. I'm like, okay, I'll take a Coke. And
you didn't get that McDonald's Sprite?
Nah, dude. I mean, it's dangerous.
It's spicy.
That thing hurts.
That's magical.
You pee it out the same way.
Yeah, and tingle.
Mm-hmm. A little tingle.
Tingle and tinkle.
No, don't try to do that again. And no, I actually, because my plan was something I wanted to do this podcast was surprise you with the stash.
Yeah, you did.
Assuming I could replicate the shakes. I was going to bring him out and have us share that moment on screen.
Well, let's see them. Let's bring them out and taste them.
Please welcome to the stage,
chocolate covered frat.
I was going to do my stripper voice. I don't have one.
Your stripper voice or your
stripper announcer voice? No, my stripper voice.
Strippers don't talk.
Don't they?
Strippers are like Little Mermaid.
I don't go to strip clubs, dude. I wouldn't know.
They're all legs and no talk.
Ay.
You know what? Something I was thinking of today, or not today, maybe yesterday. It's complete and utter malarkey.
What?
I know you've heard of this because every kid has heard of this at one point. You know how you take cuts?
Take cuts?
Yeah. When you're a kid in class and whatever, you're in the cafeteria line and someone wants to get in front of you. Yeah. You say, hey, can I cut you?
Yep.
Have you ever heard of someone taking back cuts?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that?
Because it's like...
That's just BS.
But at the same time, it's like, all right, let's put ourselves in the world. In the world where we're in class together. We're in line. You're in line for the cafeteria, let's say.
Yeah.
I was sleeping. I didn't get there in time. I respect you too much to cut you in line.
Right. You can't cut me.
I don't want to cut you.
We're friends here.
Exactly. And you were responsible. You got in line. So I respect you too much. I don't give a rat's ass about the people behind you. Let me back cut you, man.
Absolutely, you could back cut me.
You're still going to get your food at the time you were going to get it.
Unless the person behind me calls no back cuts. Do you know how to work around for that?
No one ever had the cojones to say no back cuts to me. But also, I never knew that was a thing.
So no, that approach, that's happened to me before. And you know what you say? You ask me for cuts, and I say, absolutely, if I can cut you after. Completely circumvent. I think that's a word. I don't know. Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I allow you to cut me with the promise that I could then cut you, creating the back cut.
Creating the back cut, but there was no back cut.
There was no back cut. No back cuts does not take place. It's not in effect because there was no back cut.
I kind of want to go to an elementary school right now with this mustache and try that out.
As your lawyer, again. As your lawyer, I'm worried now for representing you.
This is a lost cause for a case.
This is a lawsuit.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that, though.
Yeah.
Cuts. I mean, because I've never heard of someone say no back cuts.
You got to call no back cuts. If the back cut's being abused, you got to call no back cuts at a certain point. You're not just going to be getting back cut all day by the whole class.
I guess, but like...
You're fourth in line and now you're like...
That dude calling for no back cuts is a punk. Freaking, this is the real world, bitch.
I mean...
There's some back cuts that are going to happen.
In my school, though, there was like chocolate milk Wednesdays.
What?
Yeah, we had milk every day.
Why Wednesdays?
That was like the treat day.
Okay.
But there's a limited supply of chocolate milks. So
I don't know what poor ass school you went to.
Yeah.
We had chocolate milk every day. Go on, though.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You spoiled son of a mother.
You want to hear something funny though, real quick? Because I feel like I cut you off.
No, you're good.
So this was... I went to like a super... It was a school in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Not the best. Kind of... I don't want to say poor, but wasn't the best.
You went to a poor-ass school in Inglewood.
Went to a poor-ass school that had chocolate milk one day tops of the week. No, you know what? They had the McDonald's truck come to it. They didn't give a shit about health. Actually, that sounds dope.
That sounds way better.
Sounds dope, but they don't care about the kids' health.
I didn't even have that in high school.
They had like soda days,
I was still drinking milk in high school.
But so I transferred to a better school, an all-white school, if you will.
Is that white with the H?
White with the H, and a big 2-story house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they were. That was like
really
the first.
white.
That was the first time I saw white people actually. That new school.
Like they're not an endangered species. What do you mean? That's the first time you saw white people.
But I was always so in Inglewood and so in like my little school. There was one white kid actually. His name was Jack, and he lived right next to the school. There was something fishy about that. I still have questions about that today. But yeah, no.
Sounds like a spy.
First time I saw Finding out what the little Mexican boys are doing.
Yeah.
I think that's when gentrification started with Jack.
His dad was an immigration officer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Somehow I managed to get
Or you
by.
moved schools.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Wait, hold on. It started to make sense. But yeah, no, so we get to this new school, and we get hot lunch forms. I don't know if you remember hot lunch.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, you pay for it at the beginning of the school. Instead of having to bring your own bag lunch, sack of lunch, whatever, you could just pay for a certain thing for the year, and like you get free food. It's like a cafeteria line, you know?
That was me all of my years. That's why I had milk every day.
Well, see, yeah, so this thing is what we did for this new school.
Okay.
And yeah, chocolate milk. It was an option every day.
What?
But here's the thing. They were in little bags.
Oh, you had the bag milk.
We had the bag milk. And me, being the little brown boy that I was, that was fine. That's just how you get milk. That's how you get juice. You bite the corner off of the bag and you just slurp away, you know? You slurp from the corner. Or if you're not a biter, you stick a straw through it. And you're just holding this
you
limp
hold
bag.
a little bag of milk there and you suckle on it.
I kid.
Yeah.
I kid you not, man. Some of the parents, and they may or may not have been white, complained to the school, how dare you make your kids drink out of bags? They're not like poor. Something along the lines. Like that's actually what was said.
Oh, wow.
Their complaints.
Imagine being able to say that.
Oh, man.
Sounds great.
I strive to complain about bag milk
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah. I hope I make it to that point.
And
in
once
life.
I send my complaint, I go home and drink my bag milk.
I'll take milk in whatever form I could get it.
But you wouldn't do it straight from a cow?
I'm a milky boy.
I could also tell just by looking.
I don't want to.
You're an unbalanced boy.
I don't want to taste the grass in the milk. Like pasteurize that for me.
Okay.
I don't want it straight from the teat,
Have you tried it though?
directly from the nipple.
I mean, I can think of worse things.
Go ahead.
No, and I think I've told you about this drink before. It's a drink in Spanish called a pajarete.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me,
For the
dog.
uncultured listeners, let me tell you what a pajarete is. I feel like I got to do this. Got to twirl my mustache while I'm telling the story. It's essentially, and if you love milk, you love Nesquik, right?
Oh, I'm a Nesquik boy through and through.
I love chocolate milk.
Dude, I
sour
drink
milk.
it by the 40 ounce.
Are we drinking 40s of milk next episode?
Sign me up.
Let's actually make an effort to do that.
I will 100%.
I'm so down, dude.
Are you down?
You look at me. Does this face not yell down to drink a 40 of chocolate milk?
Maybe that's what our audience needs. They don't need "Are you down to take a shot?" They need "Are you down to drink a 40 ounce chocolate milk?"
There is such thing as too much milk. 40 ounces of it might be too much milk.
Oh no, I'll
Nope.
go half gallon.
All right.
I've done that. I do that at work.
We're doing it next week. That's like I'm putting that in my notes.
Yeah.
Next week. So stupid. Could have actually typed that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the pajarete.
Yeah.
Like I said, we love chocolate milk. So this, you put 2 scoops or however many your measurement calls for. 2 scoops of Nesquik powder. What's it called? Just like rice alcohol? I don't know. It's like straight alcohol, root alcohol.
However you want to call it. Some
Straight
people call it, I
alcohol.
think it's called moonshine in the South.
I guess something like that. It's straight
I
up.
think
It
that's
tastes like
corn.
rubbing alcohol, but it's what you could drink, you know?
All right.
That, and then just milk straight from the teeth. Straight from the teeth of the cow. And,
Please don't do
as
that
I'm doing this,
motion in the
stroking
camera.
motion.
Don't do the stroking motion
Look,
into the
I'm
camera.
not
For
proud
our
of it.
audio listeners, Luis is just air stroking it
There's a
and calling it milk.
no. There's a technique. You like pinch it from the top and kind of just squeeze.
I'm gonna throw up.
Now I'm just looking.
I'm gonna throw up.
Now
Can we
look-
just move on?
I can't stop. This is a problem. Please cut this out. No, it's actually bomb, dude. And like, if you know me, I guess it just goes back to how down I am. If I hear something ridiculous, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
You give me a burger with donut buns, I'm going to try it.
That sounds like it has your name written all over it.
All over it. And this drink, if you say it's alcohol plus Nesquik plus milk straight from a teat, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And I always do it more for just to say that I did it. And like, I'll probably hate it. It was actually great, dude. It was good.
It was warm.
Yeah. A little bit warm,
disgusting.
A little bit foamy.
I need my milk ice cold.
Have you ever seen like a cartoon milk mustache?
Yeah.
Where it's all foamy?
That's disgusting.
That happens.
I'm imagining it on your perverted mustache, and it's just 100 times worse.
Dude, you gotta try it.
Did someone force you to... did someone prank you to do this? Was this a challenge, or is this what the people you were with do?
Look, this is just something... This is like a common thing in Mexico. Because a lot of people... If you're in Mexico, like a small town, people own cows left and right. Like that's a business for them, you know? All you have to do is know who these people are who own cows and wake up early enough. Because every morning for these owners, it's you milk the cows. Either you get milk for your household, you sell the milk, whatever.
Yeah.
But you got to be up early enough, which is like 5 a.m, 4 a.m. Get to this cow guy's house and just come with your cup, bring all the ingredients, and you give the guy a few pesos, and that's it. He fills you right up. Or you
couple pesos?
I mean, it depends on who you're dealing with. Some will accept pesos, some will accept besos.
Yeah.
Kisses for the non-Spanish speakers.
Hey.
But yeah, no, that's it. All you have to do is bring your cup. Some people have like, it's such a common drink too that people who own cows just have the stuff with you, and they'll sell you the drink in its entirety. So that's all I did. I woke up 5 a.m. I went to this. It was a family friend.
If drinking rice alcohol with chocolate milk and freshly squeezed from the teat milk doesn't sound like Mexico to you, it sure does to me.
Yeah, when my friends tell me, it's like, yeah, I went to Cancun over the weekend.
Yeah, how was the nipple milk?
What? Dude, you haven't been to real Mexico if you haven't had nipple milk.
From a cow.
From a cow.
Yeah, from a cow. Let's just go from a cow for the sake of the podcast.
But yeah, so I'll bring a cow. A cow. I don't know why I said that weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll bring a cow next week. It'll be our first official guest on the podcast.
Riveting.
We're going to make pajaretes.
Pajaretes.
We're going to do it. No, we will drink milk though.
No, I'm 100% down. I actually have a 40 ounce, like, you know what they deliver? They used to deliver milk in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those, and I use it for chocolate milk.
I've seen you drink out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I realized how much milk is too much milk.
I love milk.
I thought I did until that day.
I just love it.
But yeah, now that's going to be on our list next week. But what do you say we wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Don't double wrap it up. Terrible joke. Why are we going to end on that?
You don't want to do that.
We're doing so good.
Too much friction.
Milk next week. And I feel like last week I said, let's engage our fans. Let's put something out there.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then here I go telling people to take a shot, and they just tell me to go fuck myself.
All right, don't be too hard on the fans.
I'm not. I'm being hard on myself now. That was a stupid idea.
No, it's a great idea, and a maturing fan base who's coming to their own senses, right? Their own self-discovery about what it means to be a fan of this show, what it means to be down.
But you're right, though. I feel like we just went in on them. We caught them off guard. We just said, take a shot. It's like, ugh. No one was ready for that.
Yeah.
So I think in order to ease people into it, you got to ease people into certain things. I feel like we should post some things for like them to kind of challenge us to hear down things.
Yeah.
And we could read them live on the podcast.
We'll do the ones that we can do on the podcast. We're
going to demonstrate what down people do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if we're not down, are we taking a shot of milk?
We'll take it. We'll take whatever shot they want to throw at us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink your nipple milk though, just for the.
Don't knock it till you suckle it.
Nah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No. We'll probably post something there. We'll have people challenge us to "You're Not Down" stuff. We'll see where that goes.
Right. That'll get them engaged. Once they realize that they can mess with us, that'll really get.
We're gonna read the good ones. If you tell us to kiss on this podcast,
not gonna
first
happen.
of all, we're gonna do no.
Not with the stash.
Copy that.
I don't want to.
Next week, milk and no mustache. Plus a besito.
You're gonna pay in pesos.
No, we're not gonna obviously do the bad ones. Give us some good. You're not down.
Yeah, give us something
challenges.
good. Give us something entertaining that people want to watch.
Yeah, and we'll shout you out on the podcast.
Absolutely.
And if not, we'll take a shot for you if we're not down for whatever reason.
Yeah, if we're not down, we'll take a shot on the podcast.
Very
Either way,
unlikely.
we're doing it.
We're doing it.
One way or the other.
But
Front, back, and sideways.
Michael. Why don't you sign us off?
Thank you for joining us on today's edition, this week's edition of the You're Not Down podcast. Once again, I don't really know how to
so
do this.
good.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if you saw me looking into your eyes.
I'm going to run it back a little bit. Thank you to all our fans out there in YouTube land and in radio land, podcast land. Thank you for joining us again for another episode of You're Not Down. Rest in peace. Rock on.
Oh, who died?
I'm sorry. Wherever you may be, I hope you're resting and I hope it's in peace. Rock on.
Follow us on You're Not Down Pod.
There you go.
Instagram, Twitter. Send us an email at yndpod@gmail.com. See you later, guys.
Signing off.